Good morning. Brazil reintroduces visas for Japanese tourists. And hello, baby. From October 1st, Brazil will start requiring citizens of the US, Australia, Canada, and Japan to obtain tourist visas in order to enter the country. In 2019, former President Jair Bolsonaro removed visa requirements for those countries in order to promote Brazil's tourism industry. However, the US, Australia, Canada, and Japan still demanded visas from Brazilian tourists. A foreign ministry statement said that Brazil's migration policy was historically based on equal treatment. The ministry added that the government is ready to negotiate new visa agreements on a reciprocal basis. Bolsonaro criticized the decision last week, writing on Twitter that it would lead to less jobs and less stimulus of the hotel sector. Decisions made without a reciprocal agreement, like the one made by Bolsonaro, are rare in diplomacy, according to Leonardo Paz, a Brazilian political scientist. Reintroducing visa requirements is part of new President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva's ambition to have a stronger foreign policy than Bolsonaro, Paz said. Those names are very difficult to read. Still, many people in Brazil's tourism industry have been critical of the decision. The CEO of the cable cars on Sugarloaf Mountain, one of Rio de Janeiro's top tourist attractions, criticized the decision. Sandro Fernandes told Press that the decision would be a setback and argued that Brazil should be removing and not adding visa requirements for foreign visitors. Before the coronavirus pandemic began, Brazil received 6.4 million tourists in 2019, which is far below Mexico's 45 million and less than Argentina's 7.4 million. Data from Brazil's tourism ministry shows that the visits from Americans, Australians, Canadians, and Japanese people fell between 2019 and 2021, but the pandemic is largely responsible as it caused the global tourism industry to come almost to the stop. Discussion. What are your thoughts on Brazil's visa requirement charges? In Brazil, a popular tourist destination for people from your country? Not really. I suppose it's too far, but I love it. I have been there. Has your country made any changes to its visa rules in recent years? Many times. Have you ever traveled to a country that required a visa? What was it difficult to get? What are the first things that come to mind when you think of Brazil? Samba. Further discussion. Would you rather visit Brazil, Mexico, or Argentina? Oh, definitely Argentina, but Mexico and Brazil is also nice. What do you imagine motivates tourists to visit your country? So many beautiful sites in Kyoto. Were any of your travel plans affected by the pandemic? 100% yes. How far in advance do you usually plan your trips? Depends. If you could only visit one more country in the world, which would you choose? That's a silly question. I can't choose.